You got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. In the light, I had a vision. In the dark, a premonition. You took my dreams and now I'm bound to you. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. 'Cause you got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. Pick me up, put me down. Why you keeping me around? You're my illusion that I'm running to. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. You got me in a bad spell, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. People are driving in the breakdown lane. Like, wild. This is why I hate driving in Massachusetts, and there's like more coming. I've made it to Salem. It was crazy busy. It's still busy, but thankfully it's just a weekday. Weekends are much busier, and I found street parking right by the Ropes Mansion. So just exploring all the shops. Salem is only a few hours away from where I live. I have visited quite a few times now, especially around the Halloween season. It's always worth it. But yes, it is busy, it is hokey, it's everything you've heard. Parking is a nightmare, but it is so much fun. So I went by myself this time. That's why all the footage, you won't see me a lot in the video, but you'll see a lot of what I saw, including all these cute shops. This shop is quite a popular one. It is called Hex. You will see it, it's on the road, the same road that the Ropes Mansion is. And there's a bunch of other like witch theme shops everywhere. And so I pretty much just stepped inside all of them, including this one, which I didn't like anything in there that they sold, but it had a really cool atmosphere. I stepped into almost every witch theme shop in Salem, so if you hear me mention it by name, it's because it's a good one that I recommend, like Hex, Hoss Witch. There's quite a few others, so if I say the name, that's one you might want to add to your list because I thought it was worth mentioning.
With your queen of hearts, when everyone folds, you're forced to hold.
After stepping into a few shops, my first order of business was brunch. I didn't have breakfast that morning, so I stopped by the Fountain Place and I got an omelet. There were plenty of fun characters, including a town crier walking around. So lots of fun people watching.
Letting everyone know not to trespass, but you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules, talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence.
Several years ago, I did celebrate Halloween in Salem. I dressed as a witch, of course, and I had a blast. It's definitely worth it, but driving in there was a nightmare. You know, it was like hours stuck just to get into the town on Halloween. So visiting in late September is really the way to go. And
You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know not to trespass, but you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft, I've got my moves, I got my song. When I turn my mojo on, I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft, watch me use my witchcraft. Gonna use my witchcraft.
there are a few bookshops in Salem. Wicked Good Books is one of my favorites. It's small, but they carry a great collection of local authors, books on witchcraft, and of course the latest books. I brought home this small Everyman's Library copy of Edgar Allan Poe. I didn't go into any of the haunted houses or history museums, but I'm sure there are a few good ones in town, including the Witch History Museum. It's of course worth visiting and paying respects to the men and women that were killed as witches back in that time period. I did bring home this tea towel and I picked up a few postcards and a couple books on my trip. I don't really shop a lot, especially when I'm traveling, but it is fun actually seeing all these little shops in Salem. And yes, I did bring home a little cauldron. This cat's name is Lucifer. Very clever. And he looks just like our cat Madeline. Had to say hello. I just had to.
Thanks, she's got beautiful eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you are.
This green witch, by the way, is called Bora, or named Bora, and Bora does weddings, by the way. I found advertisements in magazines. Rockefeller's is one of my favorite restaurants. It's my sister Jennifer's favorite, and I really enjoyed going there on Halloween. Of course, packed, crazy, but a really fun place, a good place to go. I have not been inside the witch house or the ropes mansion. Going by myself, it just doesn't seem like a lot of fun, so I would love to go with a friend maybe next year. I would definitely come back, and it's more worth it, I think, to have company. It was a lot of fun being by myself and just being an introvert and exploring and taking in all the sights and the unique things that we're seeing everywhere and all the little shops. But it would be fun to make this like a girls' trip. Witch City Wicks is one of my favorite little shops in Salem. It is a candle shop, but they sell lots of other things too, and I bought my little mini cauldron here as well. I'm using it now for bath salts in the Haloweentime in October, and it's just so much fun. There's also this little Good Witch shop for kids nearby, and it's just so much fun to just walk around. The Black Cat Curiosity Shop is also across the street from Rockefeller's. It is worth a visit. You'll see lots of spooky memorabilia. There's a cabinet of curiosities, and that's where I saw these Hocus Pocus books. I didn't bring one home, but they were really cool, and I heard they sold out really fast because my friend went to see it, and they were gone by the time she got there. Behind Town Hall is where you will find the Farmers Market and Artist Row. Artist Row has casual places to eat and, of course, plenty of artists and artisans. They have little huts and buildings everywhere. Definitely worth exploring to see these artists and their work and to support their small businesses. Across the street and down the road from Rockefeller's, there's also Hoswitch. I hope I'm saying that right. But this is probably my favorite shop in Salem. They sell things that you could actually really use. It's not just all tourist things. There's beautiful art prints, bath bombs, beauty products, home decor, and a lot of it is made by local artists. They also have the aura photos, which are quite popular in the area. I really wish I could have made it to the Hocus Pocus meetup. Oh, I heard it was so much fun even though it got rained out. But I did stop and I got this pumpkin spice smoothie, and I wasn't expecting it to actually look like the picture. So I just picked up this pumpkin spice smoothie, and I was not expecting it to really have a face. They did a good job. Parking was only for a few hours. I did get the last spot on that street by the Ropes Mansion, but I couldn't top up, so I did have to move. So I drove over to the area where the House of Seven Gables is. I did pay to go into the gardens. Some of the buildings are free, like Nathaniel Hawthorne's home, but the House of Seven Gables, you do have to pay an extra fee to tour. I skipped it this time. I've heard really good things from friends, but that's something maybe I'll do in the future. This autumn has been an unexpected literary journey for me. I saw Orchard House. I wasn't planning on seeing Nathaniel Hawthorne's home. It wasn't originally in Salem. It was moved here, which I'm really glad they did. It's amazing though. I heard that they moved a lot of these houses back in the day by putting them on logs and rolling them on the logs, which is just wild and mind-boggling to me. And of course, no visit to Salem is complete without visiting the Salem Witch Village. I do feel that it's a bit morbid and maybe a little exploitive, using the tragedy of the witch trials and what these people went through as a tourist attraction. So I do love that there is a memorial for these souls that were lost, and people do come and pay their respects. As you can see, there's lots of flowers and gifts left on these stones with their names, and also how they were killed is on there. It's just, I think, really important to recognize this history and respect it. The store Pentagram is also in the Witch Village. I highly recommend this one because, I mean, just look how beautiful this shop is. They have psychic readings, lots of them, plenty of books and gifts and herbal, I don't know what these are, soaps and herbal remedies, but it was a really lovely shop. So my trip to Salem was a success. I just saw the House of Seven Gables, and then I walked to the Witch Village where the Witch Memorial is as well. Saw a few more shops, but it is time to get home before the crazy Boston traffic hits. So it's about 3:30 now, and I plan to leave at 3:30, so. Thank you for visiting Salem with me. I hope you had a wonderful Halloween.